I'm ready.
Good thing, because we're live.
I came here for
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, so today I'm here with not one Noah Jays, but actually two Noah Jays. Noah J123 and Noah J234.
Oh, which one am I?
That's for you to decide.
Okay.
I'm the one that's mostly receding.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Avery.
So how okay, so just a clarification, guys, we just spent 3.5 hours on the buried Easter egg.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, how about that buried Easter egg, guys?
Oh, how I want to just go back and do it again, man.
It was fun. It was good though.
Yeah.
Like it's different.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's so different from like normal zombies now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're so used.
It's a change. 100%.
Yeah.
Like me, I think all three of us could say we've done Black Ops 3 Easter eggs numerous times, over and over, and it's just like second nature. But we go to Black Ops 2, it's a whole new world, and the game has been out longer than Black Ops 3. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like me and Adam were just saying how Derize and Drac, it's like, well, you stream Derize and Drac, it's like, I guess I'll just do the Easter egg, you know? And it's like this step, this step, this step, done, you know? And it's skill-based. But with Black Ops 2's like Jimmy Zielinski's maps, it's almost like it's a lot of luck and randomness and chaos to his Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that was like the number one thing for Jimmy Zielinski, is he liked chaos.
Yeah, he did.
Like the prime example is the infinite time bomb step. We can't shoot, and there's a ton of zombies coming at us, and we have to survive for that long. I mean, even though we spawn back in after, I think if we all don't down, but that was still pretty exciting. See you, Adam.
Bye, Adam.
About that.
Yeah, though, like I feel like that step was so random though. Like I don't know how many times, probably 8 attempts on it, 8 max ammos, and every single time, we checked 3 of the 4 bodies, but it's not in this body. It's not in this body. Like,
yeah, it's just crazy.
That was nuts, and we still didn't even find the body that we've been missing the whole time. If you think about it, there's still one body that's out there that's not accounted for.
Well, we just got lucky, basically, getting it on the 3rd one. But basically, yeah, every single time we'd get 3 bodies. And there's 4 obviously playable characters. Yeah. It's kind of a weird step though, because if you think about it, it's infinite, right? Round infinite, and zombies is actually infinite, right? So it's like if you had gotten to that infinite round, like
that's what it would look like.
Yeah,
you'd be just
and dead. You can't kill them too. Like that sums it up. The infinite round. Ray Gun Mark II did nothing. We got points. That's about it. But I want to know, like, the bodies that got down. It's like kind of like Mob of the Dead, where you have you're outside of the body, and it's like you got to revive them. But here we're just checking for a switch. How'd that switch get there? That's my question.
It's zombies. Well, those characters die in Buried, right?
Do they?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, their story.
Wait, have any of us read the comics?
No,
I've never read them. No,
I haven't either.
I thought you were gonna about to drop some knowledge, like, oh.
No, I wanted to if I read the comic.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know though,
because I've definitely heard like a Mr. Off Waffles video where it's just like, and the buried people were just pawns and they didn't matter at all.
Yeah,
I mean that's literally the description for the mind gamed Easter egg. I think it's mind game. It's like, in Buried, listen to the voice, or be their pawn. In Buried, be their pawn. That's the description for mind games.
Yeah.
But why is it called Resolution 1295?
I mean, is it the year 1295? I know we talked about this in the stream. Queen did a video about it's a real place. Like it's I don't know. Does that have a background to it, or is it just they named it that because they wanted to?
I think she said it was in Missouri, so it's got to be at least like the 1700s, because America wasn't a thing in the 1400s.
Yeah.
So it can't be 1295.
I don't know.
But then Dirize is just a great fleet. Like what does those mean? I don't understand. Like, if you
I
think
never
about
understood those.
Yeah, if you think about the Black Ops 3 maps, it's like, okay, this map is Grog Crovey.
Yeah, then that's it.
But then Black Ops 2 is like, well, Mob of the Dead is just Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, right? So that was just Zelensky's thing.
A great fleet forward.
That's just what he did.
now aren't the comics cleaning him up? And they're trying to
like that's what they've been trying to do ever since like what Mob of the Dead or Origins, just trying to clean up his mess.
They're just like, all right, let's just sweep this mess under the rug here.
Yeah.
Let's just forget about that.
Yeah.
Let's time bomb
that's
this
a huge
one.
thing with DLC 5s. If they could go back and change.
Yeah.
Like Ascension and all that stuff, they have that opportunity, right?
Dude,
I mean, don't you think that's gonna happen after Revelations? They're back in Origins, like.
Yeah, back in Origins, back in Ascension.
Like everything's gonna
cycle again, right?
Dude,
so...
I want to see Back in Transit. I've said this before, and people think I'm joking when I say it, but seriously, I want to see a because if the moon if the moon gets blown up, the moon events don't happen. The Earth doesn't get blown up. So I want to see a blown up transit.
Yeah,
that would be nice. And
I agree.
Or a post blown up moon.
Wow, would it just be
right?
Zombies in space?
Just the zombies.
No, I mean you could have the Wonder Fizz, maybe. You know what? It's like a director.
Well, you know what? It could be like Revelations, where you jump.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, because it's possible there. I mean,
right.
But I don't know, like the excavator and all that stuff. I don't think it's gonna possibly do anything.
Yeah,
you know,
dude, that stuff was stupid too on Moon.
I kind of liked the dynamic, like again with the dynamics, the map or the environment changes on itself. Like I always enjoyed something about that in the map. But although that was ridiculous, I will agree with you on that. That was just a ridiculous step, or not step, but
have you ever walked into a tunnel when the excavator is going on?
So many times.
So many times. Just die. Like
I just gave up. I gave up.
Yeah, and it's so hard to hear too sometimes, so you just go right into it. It's just, but that's just Moon. Moon's a bad map.
See, I agree with you, Adam, and I feel like people are gonna hate us for saying this, but
yeah,
I don't like Moon, man.
It's honestly like it's horrible. I think it's not even like, and nothing about it is good.
I didn't like the zero gravity or the little moon bounce. I mean, it was cool jumping in at first. The spaceman was cool at first, but then everything after it was like,
yeah. At first, it was
fine.
Dude, that's the other one. Is you walk in and there's like no walking around the moon bouncer, and you're just It's like, oh, you want to go on this bouncer? Well, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's just.
And you just
there's so many flaws with Moon.
There's so many flaws. The astronaut takes your perks. You're playing
like,
the thing with that map, man, is it's in a lot of Jimmy Z's maps is they're not meant to be played by yourself. Like Transit is not a solo map.
It's not.
Moon's not a
solo
map.
If we went back to like the trailers, did he ever explain anything, or like it was team based, and like and then you look at like Lee Ross explain it, just fun. Like it tells you, it gives it their take on what type of zombies they're trying to put out there for you.
Yeah.
And like obviously IW is more for fun. Black Ops 3, it gives you so many advantages. Gobblegums, the free perks left and right. But Zelensky was, he was something else.
There's something nice about the Zelensky maps, some of them, in the way that you kind of like that randomness and that chaos.
Yeah,
because with
absolutely.
Black Ops 3, I think we can agree that Blundell is at this point praised as the best leader of the zombies. But he's the thing is Blundell has been really smart about it, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna make good wall weapons, so you don't have to hit the box and waste all your points. And I'm gonna make the Easter eggs based on your skill. So if you know what you're doing, you're gonna be able to do most of the Easter eggs. But when you make a map like that, it's weird because it almost gets to the point where things get too mathematical and methodical, and you know exactly what you have to do, and you're not. And that's really the core of zombies, if you think about it, is Nocturne Totem. You hit the box and you're trying to get a good gun, and that's like what Jimmy kind of went for with his maps as they went on. Is like you have to get lucky.
Yeah, like look at Chino. Get when oh my gosh, I can't even think. The Wonderwaff was introduced. That thing was ballistic for everyone. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, would it like, and you wanted to go to the box. You didn't even care about wall weapons. You opened up that first staircase door, ran down the steps, and tried to get the Wonderwaff. Like, that's when it first came out. Now, you still
it's just too straightforward. Like, you jump on the map, and you know exactly how it's going to go, how it's going to play out, everything.
Yeah.
And there was something about that randomness with Zelensky's maps that was just fun. Not knowing what was going to happen, right? Can I get it this early on, or am I going to have to wait until round 20 to get this wonder weapon, right? And it's just fun that way, right? And that's what Zombies was at the beginning. It was just this survival horror game trying to get good weapons out of the box, right? And seeing how quickly you can get these weapons and what kind of weapons you're going to get, and depending on that, you'll survive longer, you'll die quicker, right? But now it's just like, fire sale, gobblegum, you have everything.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I feel like that gobblegum, like think about this. Think about if gobblegums weren't in Black Ops 3. If there was no immolation, would it be better? Because think about Gorod Krovi. They put the wonder weapon in the box. They put obviously the PPSH in the box. Mm-hmm. So they kind of went for it a little bit. Dude, honestly, I feel like Gorod Krovi is it's like a World at War map, but specced out with Black Ops 3 stuff.
I know what you're getting at that. Like that I feel that too. And the Easter egg for that, phenomenal. I just cannot do it solo.
Me neither.
You need gobblegums. Like think of that. Like
dude,
I can't do it.
I have all the gobblegums that you could ever need, and I've never beaten it solo. Like I don't understand how people can beat that thing. I mean, Drak is fine. I've actually never done Revelations on my own, but I know I could do it. Zetsubo is just like steps after steps. Shadows is a little bit tough, but like to get to that point, it's fine. But Gorod, man, those the 6 steps you have to do with Sophia, where you know there's like the little pod guy that has to come, and then dude, it's too much. It is too much.
I can't do the escorting. Like I always mess up at not mess up, but like it's just like those steps. You need like undead men walking. You need
force you to use gobblegums.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, listen, like me and Adam, I don't think we've ever done it solo. Have you done it solo?
With near-death experience, yes.
Okay.
That's cheating pretty much. But it's a gobblegum.
Did you only use it for the boss fight, or did you use it for the steps
only
as well?
For the boss fight. Yeah, it only works for the boss fight because it's 3 rounds and it goes away, but in the boss fight, there's no rounds. So,
okay. Just explain how you do the steps with Sophia, because I don't understand.
Undead men walking.
Oh, okay. Just undead men walking.
Yeah, but the bomb step I get worried about, because like that's...
Yeah, like with undead men walking, you can knock out like 2 of the steps in one gobblegum.
True. Right.
It's so easy with undead men walking. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think the variety of Sophia's steps, like like finding Gur, shooting him with a pack a punch, running all the way around and getting him, and then it goes from escorting 2 people, the bomb step. It's like I like that randomness. I mean, that's where we go back to that random steps, but I just felt like it was too difficult for just a solo. Like I want to know the percentage of people that beaten the Gorod Krovi Easter egg as to the other ones, because I just feel like an average player or like just can't do it. It's you're gonna need someone to carry you through. Like we had someone carry us through it, and she did amazing, and we just sat there like thank you.
Yeah, Gorod's good though. I think more Easter eggs need to be like Gorod.
Yeah.
A little more challenging.
Of all the Black Ops 3 maps, honestly, I have the best memories of Gorod. And it might have just been because it was in the summer, I was at the Zetas at the time. But, like, I feel like that was just... I know Revelations was where the community was, like, really at its peak. But,
100%.
But the thing with Gorod, it was, like, it wasn't the end. So, we still had another Zombies map, but it was just so much hype for that map.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Girl, I have really fond memories. And, like, the Gersh step, like you said, that's probably one of my favorite Easter egg steps of all time. He's like, you're from the Cosmodrome. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's just the dialogue.
You gotta chase him down. You gotta chase him down.
Yeah.
I keep calling him Groff. Thank God I got
him. Yeah, Groff. Me too. I always call him Groff.
Every time. The one person that owns that Easter egg is Pizza. I always say it. He like no perks. That's his child. Yeah, no perks. Like
I don't know how I did that.
He's ridiculous, and I give him mad props for Gorod Krovi. Like, wow.
Yeah, he's a god at that Easter egg.
Yeah, but you could play Gorod Krovi without doing the Easter egg, and it's still a fun map.
Yeah, that's challenging. Adam didn't like that when I told him. I told him I was like, dude, the map's actually pretty good. Like I could play it over and over, but like, cause I like the Manglers, I like the Valkyries, and I like when they come in mid round because it adds a little bit of flavor. But I never the thing I didn't like was like in just maps in general, like Revelations and Horizon Drac with like the OP, like really OP wonder weapons. Like, of course I loved it. I love the bow, but watching like some people just go constant of just shooting a storm bow down. I think it like defeats the purpose of some type of gameplay. And I know there's strategy to it because I've done like that strategy, and also attacking the panzers and all that stuff. But I just feel like it takes away from the gameplay because remember like Black Ops 2, you had a Liquefier, you had to train constantly. You couldn't just stand in one spot.
Unless you did the elevator. Or is it a glitch or what?
Whatever
An
they
exploit.
want.
That was the best thing ever.
Exploit.
Dude, honestly, like, Gorod is one of my favorite maps when I was going for a high round. It was one of my most enjoyable experiences because of that. Because the best way to do it was to train down in the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing now is I don't want to go for it anymore because they've patched it basically. Because Valkyries come in now, and it's just like a little like slight variance to it where I'm like, I just.
Well, now it's like even more hectic. You got to use your shield constantly. You got to use this the special weapon, and you just
dude,
like
you can't because the specialist weapon kept glitching and stuff. You can't fist through that door. Like it just blocks you.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
So you know the door with the trap.
Yeah.
In the bunker. If you are facing it and you do your fist, you just can't go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't know why that's a thing, but there could be a whole horde of zombies and you just go and it just stops you. It's like an invisible wall when you have your fist out.
So it's not consistent.
Yeah, and I think it was because people kept glitching, but like, I don't know. I liked that original Gorod.
Well, in Zetsubu there was another one. You know where Skull Nansapui spawns? Well, the Skull Nansapui spawns like where it's at, and no Thrashers could get down there, and that's where people trained. It's like same as Gorod Krovi, but I think now they made it where Thrashers can spawn.
Yeah.
And it ruined the entire Easter egg, and people were like, not Easter egg, the entire high rounds gameplay, and people are not happy with that, but. You really can't do anything about it.
The problem is you have it this way, and people learn it this way, and then you switch it, and I've already learned it my way. I don't want to do it where it's going to be harder now, because I knew there was a time where this was easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's even worse. They don't even support high rounds anymore.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of high round players tweeting like it freezes after X amount of rounds, and it's unfortunate, but like the game I guess can't just handle it.
That could be hardware limitations too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, because they're like the game's been out for a year and they're getting annoyed because they can't get to the highest round that they want to.
Yeah.
And I feel like that takes away.
PS4 I understand, but on PC it crashes too. I don't know why. It's because it's a port.
It freezes. Yeah,
it's
it freezes
up. I guess it's a port of the console one, so that's hardware limitations, unfortunately.
That's a good point though with Zetsubo. Like I remember the first week when that map came out, Chucky actually hit me up and he goes, dude, I found this crazy way to get to high rounds on Zetsubo. And all he would do is stand with a Drakon in the elevator shaft with his skull. And you just shoot and skull and shoot and skull, and it would get filled up so quickly.
Yeah, and then they had to patch that.
They had to patch it, which I get, right? I get. But like you could get to round 50 or so, which isn't if you're going for a high round, okay, 50 is not the highest of rounds, right? If you're going for a leaderboard record. So I thought that was cool that you could kind of breeze through some of those rounds and then kind of get to the real gritty of it. Like once you get to 60, you kind of had to get out of there and train. Yeah. Kind of like little things like that where you can just speed up the process. And Revelations, I streamed it yesterday. I did a round 50 speed run. I thought, man, there's definitely some patches. Like I haven't played this map in 3 months. I really thought that it wasn't going to be the same, but it's pretty much no difference. A little bit weirder.
I think they added a floor spawn.
Yeah, they did by Farouk.
And they added one where did you camp, Pat?
Oh, I did my round 100 run in the area by the spawn, but you keep the door closed.
Yeah, I think they added a floor spawn there as well.
Yeah, they
because
did.
it was only the windows at first, and you shoot one apothecon, they all got sucked in, and oh my god.
Yeah, Panzers and Margwas wouldn't spawn down there either.
Yeah, it was literally ridiculous, and like I remember people going for no jug, and it was like, oh my god, you guys are legends.
Well, you can still do it. It didn't really fix it that much.
Yeah, well, because it's an apothecon servant.
They slowed it down. Is what they did. They made it not as fast. The Varuk area is better, but
yeah, it is.
I remember. Okay, this is how easy Revelations was. I did my first round playthrough. I did a second game to get like some gameplay and stuff. I said, oh hey, I think I know how to get to round 100. I saw someone going for round 100. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do that. Did a practice run to just kind of figure it out. And then my fourth game, I made it to round 100.
That's disgusting.
Adam and I did our first run through, and we got, I think, like 3 helmets, round 56 easy, and we were just Easter egg hunting. Like, I liked Revelations, although there was a very slight, like, there was barely a new map in there. It was all like, obviously there were new maps, but like, new maps. But then there was only one Revelations part where Samantha's house is, or Max's house. And we were like, me and Adam were like little schoolgirls when we went into like Origins or something. We were like, oh my god. And then it was like, all right, we know the entire map now, so let's go look for things, let's go train. Because I didn't like the lack of new content in Revelations. The hats were cool. That was one of my favorite features, but I didn't like that there wasn't really anything new. It was just Margwas, Panzers again. Which is, again, it makes sense.
Apothecon, Arnie, Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting a ton.
Well, everyone was expecting the staffs.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta understand, Jason Blundell is very wordy, and I knew, and immediately when I heard him say it, he goes, "We'll be seeing the staffs again." We saw them in the ending cutscene. Yeah. That doesn't mean we're gonna be. He's very. You gotta, like, a lot of people didn't pick up on that, and also I don't know, Pat, if you were saying the end of your last podcast where he was where the ending cutscene was, it wasn't to be continued. What was it?
To be concluded.
To be concluded, and like a lot of people's videos were wrong and stuff. It's the way they're very wordy, and that's where you gotta like pay attention. And I mean, I'm not the best at like understanding Jason Blundell, but yeah, you gotta.
He's very cryptic, right? Like, I remember with the upgrade in the Apothecon Servant, Derision Drag, he knew you were going to be able to upgrade it on a Revelations, but Noah asks him in a live stream. He says, "Can you upgrade the Apothecon Servant?" And he says, "Yes, but not on Shadows of Evil." So it's like, okay, so Derision Drag, you get,
that's where everyone. I think Derision Drag was a joke when people said that, like, oh my god, it's somewhere on here. But I remember that stream, and I was thinking of one more thing that he did. I can't think of it right now. Someone's gotta.
When was Revelations completed?
Like Easter egg?
September 15th, maybe? September 18th?
Like the map. 23rd. Like, no, when was the map completed by
I thought you meant the Easter egg.
No.
I have no idea, man. I'm sure, like, finishing touches probably took a while, but, like, when they go into...
done?
When they...
Like, right away?
When they launch the game, they've got a pretty good idea of everything. Right?
Yeah.
But when I went to Treyarch, they had storyboards out for... It was, like, when Derision Drag had just dropped.
Yeah.
No, actually, Derision Drag wasn't out yet. So this was crazy. They had a storyboard for the intro cutscene to Zetsubo. But it hadn't been finished yet, right? It was just sketches. So there was like one picture where Richtofen's got it, and then they're fighting, and then it almost falls. So we knew like what was going to happen. Obviously, we couldn't say anything because we had to sign an NDA, but like we saw that kind of stuff. So they were still obviously working on the maps, but like they know the storyline and they know what's going to happen.
And didn't Jason say that the way he gets these maps or like ideas is by traveling?
Really?
I believe it was in one of Milo's Q&As with him.
Huh.
And it was like he travels, and by going to these places and seeing, like, that's where he got some of his ideas. And I think that like that's really cool because obviously every place has a background to it. I mean, we're trying to figure out Buried years later.
Yeah.
Like, well, like we don't even know what the title means, and if it's in Missouri, The U.S. wasn't even found. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The real life Dries Jack was cool, and I can see.
I bet.
I don't know if he ever went there. I mean, I'm sure he went there at some point. I don't know if he was traveling and he's like, oh wow, this would be a cool zombies map. But just going there, man, like you can feel like this place has some real like history to it, and it's just got it's a very unique place. It's just this castle on this mountain.
Yeah.
And like you kind of see that when you play the map, but the real thing, I mean, you drive up to it and it's just like a valley, and in the middle of the valley there's just this big ass hill, and on top of the hill there's just a castle. That's pretty cool.
Minus the rockets.
Minus the rockets. But where the rocket pad is, there's actually a highway going through. So I like drove through where the rocket pad would be. So it's pretty crazy. It wasn't so weird to go to Dries and Drac, but it was like the castle, the real life one. But it was more weird to come back after being there and play the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
like that must be like I was here. I was
standing right by the death ray.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it was very different in some ways, but the core structure of it, like the bell tower was still there, the clock was there, you know, the main courtyard, all that stuff.
I really love that. Like even with Gerard Crovey, like when they announced it and it was in Russia and everyone was getting the information about it, even the fountain and stuff like that. I always love the history behind the maps. Although, you know, videos didn't do so well for me with that stuff, but I just loved it. So I was like, this is cool. So I like the maps actually had a background to it, like in reality, and it's like, and the things are still there. Like you said, the castle, the bell tower, and then in Garod, the fountain's an actual thing. I don't know, stuff like that's beyond me.
History.
Yeah,
I feel that. Going to the moon was pretty cool too, you know.
I'm doing that for 1 million subs. I'm going to the moon.
Are you? No, you're like, I'm going to Mars. I'm gonna be the first one.
I'm going to Mars, bro.
First live stream from Mars.
I wish.
Adam, are you doing a 500K special video?
No, I don't think so.
No, all right.
I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
You said a sock reveal. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, I said to reveal my socks. So.
Dude, you know what's
no,
like?
But,
go ahead.
No, I just said really, but I just don't know what you can do for it. Like,
for me,
I kind of feel like that's something people don't do too much anymore.
No.
Right.
Not many people do. There's like 100K and 1 million. Yeah. Those are like
I'm just doing a thank you video or like a recap when I hit the big 100.
Yeah, 100K is still huge. I think for anybody.
I feel like
after that,
the plaques are your big milestone celebrations. Whenever you get a plaque, that's when you're actually like accomplishing something. Like
making it,
and that's when you can celebrate. And Adam has to wait another 500,000. He'll be bald by then.
Halfway there. Man, Adam, it's so crazy. Like you were saying how your channel's doing better now.
Yeah, I know.
Than all of Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
But you're basically just doing live streaming though now. Like you don't really upload, you just live stream.
Yeah.
So you're like you've gone from like you've gone to a live stream channel basically.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But I definitely can see how I mean, I don't know. For me, I try to do some videos, but the truth is, man, is everyone wants live streams.
Honestly, like when I started live streaming, I didn't want to let go of that. Like I was like, I've did videos for so long, I can't let go of it. I got to keep doing videos, and I just didn't want to. I just felt like I was wasting my time. It's like I'd rather put all my effort into something that I actually really am excited to do, instead of make videos. And for zombies especially, like, you know, personality stuff is different, but for zombies, there's just nothing there. It's streams. And why waste time making like these huge zombie videos that's not going to get anything, right? It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, and it's weird. It just, because I do have some audience members, they say, hey, I can't watch a 3-hour stream, you know?
Yeah,
not many people are going to go back and watch that 3.5-hour stream we just did. Some people will catch it. A lot of people will flick through it, right? So skip that hour where it took us to get the Switch, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But no one really has time to watch a 3.5-hour video. So on that side, I feel bad about it because I think I wonder, is this
you're ripping off your fans?
Yeah, and is this bad in the long run for the zombies community?
Then you're gonna post videos and people are gonna say I want live streams. It's like,
well, think about it. Zombies have been around. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Every idea has been done. You can't recycle the same idea just under a new game because, again, it's recycled material. So it's just gonna get dull and dull. So the only way, again, is like personality.
Yeah.
You can add personality. Obviously, there's gonna be ideas like that are redone that do well, but that's depends on who uploads and what it is. DLC 5 will always strike good audience.
And live streaming, I think it's just a phase. Like, look at top 5s.
That's a good point.
It's similar. I think it's just this phase in the community, and it might stick around. It might do really well because live streaming in general is starting to do well. Like Twitch, my gosh, people are just destroying, like 30K people watching consistently. Like that never happened before.
It's
right?
really weird. That's a great point, man. The zombies community goes in cycles. They really do.
That's the way I'm looking at it. So just go all out on it, right? It's like top 5s.
The old days, I remember on Black Ops 1, it was kind of the high round community at the start of Black Ops 1. And then it progressed into the Easter eggs. That was the big thing. Like, I remember Shangri-La and Moon. That was huge. Yeah. Black Ops 1, it started kind of getting into just gameplay. Like, Syndicate was pretty much the only guy that live streamed. Other than Syndicate, you'd have Ali A uploading gameplay videos as well as tutorials, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it was top 5s, that off period.
Yeah.
And I think the beginning of the Black Ops, the beginning of the live streaming era. So this wasn't when it was, in its prime. Because I think now it's probably in its prime. Revelations, it was in its prime. But the beginning was when YouTube Gaming launched in August. And not many people were live streaming. And not many people were live streaming at the start of Black Ops 3, I'll say. Because I remember I was one of the few. And I uploaded a gameplay of just the Giant. And it's got 2 or 3 million views now.
Yeah.
Because no one live streamed, and it just had such a good watch time over everyone else's videos. So, there was a few people that started live streaming at Black Ops 3. Like, obviously, Noah crushed it because he streamed GTA. Yeah. And then it's just, like, you saw that build. And Revelations, man, because normally everyone would go and get early gameplay and they'd post all their guides, but no one had guides, so they did first-time playthroughs and they did Easter egg hunting. And I remember Revelations, man. It was almost as though every single zombies YouTuber was doing nothing but live streams. It
was disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Like the amount of views. No, but like Dalek, I woke up, he had like 50,000 concurrent viewers. Then Noah had like 80,000 concurrent viewers. Like, but this is like all hype built up, and like this is what we all been waiting for, and we want to see the main sources get it done. And personally, I loved it. And as smaller YouTubers or me, like I took advantage of the down period of Revelations, like when everyone finished the Easter eggs, when everyone did, like everyone kind of faded away, like but the hype for the streams were still there. People still wanted to see more. And I remember coming up to the idea to Adam and Quinn or Q Night Z, and I was like, that'd be a great idea. Katana only boss fight. And they were like, no, that's stupid. You don't want to do that. I had 10,000 subs, I think, at the time. And I went from like 60 concurrent viewers doing that exact challenge. And then I went from 2.9K concurrent viewers out of nowhere just by doing this challenge. And I feel like it was hype from like Noah, Dalek, like anyone streaming really. And it was just, I was streaming at a great time with a different content, and then it just next day 2.6K concurrent viewers, and it's been a forever snowball from there. But like streaming is the easiest way to grow, which is not good because anyone can do it.
Doesn't that make it good?
Well, anyone can. Numbers will rise because if you have someone in front of you live, you'll get subscribers. Not anyone, because like if you look at Black Ops 3, like YouTube gaming section, there is 1 million people streaming zombies, and because they think it's like the get rich quick scheme, like get subs quick, And it's not, though. Like, you need to have an objective, because most of the people are streaming things that have been done all throughout Black Ops 3. And now I feel like it's personality. It's you gotta be like somebody with good gameplay. And if you're not, then you're a lost cause. And it's unfortunate.
Well, there's a lot of people starting, like they're starting zombie channels now, which is weird, right? A lot of, you go to Black Ops 3.
At the end of like almost the best era, but Black Ops 2 was the best for like videos and things, but like
it's just weird. But it's like people just do, Revelations Easter egg. It's like, like we've seen that a billion times.
It's like that's been done a lot, and like alternate
like every day they do that, and it's just
changing it up with challenges too. Like it's good to go back every now and then, but like if you're just gonna do like a normal run through, it's not the best. Like I always try to switch things up, and I know Adam does too.
There's a strategy behind it.
Yeah.
So you gotta, get with your viewers and new people.
I think like I don't know how long you've been in the zombies community, Avxry, but I mean, Adam, we've okay. I mean, me and Adam, we've been here Black Ops 2. Like we basically started at the same time.
Yeah, transit.
Yeah, my question for you, Adam, do you think I feel like it would be way easier to grow now than it was back then. And I think people are going to not like the fact that I say that. But the reason
I agree with you.
Why I say that is I think about how many YouTubers there are now versus then, right? There's such a bigger audience for zombies than there ever was. And honestly, man, live streaming, I mean, the one thing I've noticed is when you put now that they have YouTube alerts where if you subscribe, you get twice the amount of subs you ever would. So you only need a couple hundred. If you have a couple hundred people, you can very easily just be streaming at the right time and be at the top of the YouTube, like Black Ops 3 stream. Yeah. And I just feel right now that it's actually, if you do it right, okay, and the truth is if you're not doing it right, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. But the people that they know what they're doing and they're knowing how to engage their fans and find new things, that's the key. But think about the extinction days, man. Those were the death days where I was making like clickbait videos like perks and extinction, wonder weapon and extinction.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Wonder weapon extinction.
Yeah. I mean, those were hard days to grow, and nobody grew until Top 5 came around.
It was brutal. Like I remember when Extinction released. Oh, like after Origins, that was just a huge hit.
Yeah, I uploaded a lot in Extinction just because I actually enjoyed the game mode, but like I disbanded so many channels, so I was never like so within the community. I was always uploading Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War, and Extinction. Extinction was probably one of my like babies. I loved making videos for it. I had a few tutorials, only a few thousand views, but then again, I got rid of the channel. I started this one up in Black Ops 3, and it's done well. But like you said, it's back then growing because I've been on YouTube since 2009, uploading content, not just in zombies, but like in the sniping community, modding community, glitching community. Like I've been everywhere, and I finally found my niche and something I actually enjoyed. I always love zombies, and it's really cool to see that, like, you have to adapt to change. And me and Adam talked about this many times. Like YouTube's constantly changing. So what worked yesterday won't work today. You gotta switch to that. You gotta be, and you always want to just be on top of things. And like when I'm going for a next stream or another stream, I burnt out Horizon Track for my channel. Like I remember I did a stream and it didn't do so hot compared to the last 3 weeks of doing it. And then it's like, all right, got to do something different, but like something a little more different than what everyone else is doing. And that's what sticks out. So that's what going back to what you're saying is you got to stream at the right time. All you got to do is personality, and people gravitate towards that. And I've had loyal fans for a while, which is good. And also like great because they've seen me from little and nothing. Adam's helped me through it as well. So I wouldn't be like where I am unless if it wasn't for him and stealing my content. but like back then, Extinction, I would, even though I was getting a few thousand views a video, like growth wasn't there because it wasn't. Videos were the toughest. The only community that I grew in was a sniping community on a channel, and I got rid of that channel and started another one, and now I'm here.
For Extinction, like videos were fine, I think. It's just growing. Yeah, that was the thing. It's like you couldn't grow off Extinction. Maybe like a couple thousand.
You got the views for the tutorials, and that was about it.
Yeah, that was the only way. Was just how to do this, how to do that. And after the third map, like the ship map, nobody cared by that point.
Yeah, I know.
Awakening, I gave up on that. I haven't even touched. I haven't beaten Awakening. I've beaten every map. But Awakening,
like that map, but
you're I like the mushroom Easter egg. That was about it. But
Awakening was okay, I think.
It was the last one that was poor.
Exodus was like the ancestors. You had the 3 ancestors, the NX Disruptor. I like the Wonder Weapon. I'd like to see that as like in a Black Ops 3 mod.
I don't even remember that.
It's like a white rectangle type of thing or whatever hex. I don't even know. And it just shot. It shot just an orb of like energy, and that's how you killed the ancestor. And I remember the only reason why my channel did well during Extinction was after they made teeth, or the teeth currency or whatever for the armory, which was stupid of them because I did it after DLC 4. So I was like, no one's gonna go play.
Well, did they do that in DLC?
No, it was like DLC 1 or 2.
DLC 1 wasn't it?
They started.
Well, then they added the extra content, like the Cryptid Slayer ammo.
They added more, and they also made it easier to get. Like after DLC 4,
I remember that
it went from getting like 3 or 2 teeth a game to like 10 now you get.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally ridiculous. But I don't know. The reason why my videos did well is I did I modded my teeth, so I had everything unlocked before everyone else. So again, you get on top of it, and you're like, "Whoa, everyone's watching." And I got like shoutouts from this like channel Dichronic, which I don't think's around anymore. He had like 100,000 subs at the time, and there's like, I don't know, just little things that Extinction did well. I was kind of hoping for Extinction too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, everyone was.
Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been a little bit of a different touch.
We always hope for something to do well when Black Ops or Treyarch Zombies isn't in its prime, and it never does.
We're basically in Extinction 2.0 right now, but it's more zombies, and that's the problem. Like, I'd be fine with another Extinction. It's just something different.
The issue was people looked at it as zombies. Meanwhile, it's a completely separate game mode, which I hated. I was always telling people, it's not zombies, because everyone would be like, well, it's not zombies, because it's not. It's a different game mode. It's a completely different new animal.
Yeah. It wasn't even like similar to zombies in any way.
Yeah, it was like a mission playthrough.
Right. Exos was, Infinite Warfare is completely Treyarch. Extinction wasn't. It wasn't even close.
They had relics to make you worse but get more XP. Like, I love that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
It was challenges within the game instead of making your own. It's like, all right, you want to run slower?
Think about if zombies had relics. That would actually be cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, they kind of
challenges.
Black Ops 2 headshots only. I've never seen anyone do that. I'm sorry, but
I did.
Of course you did, Adam.
But let's
magic,
say
you name it. I did
let's say you have a relic and it restricts your perk slots. You only have 3 perk slots, or you get less points, or you get less ammo.
Yeah, think of what Treyarch could do. They could add literally a challenge category where it's the challenges that we already created, like the 2-box, the use it and lose it, but it's in the game already. And that's just an option they could do. It's just
they do that in Black Ops 3.
I've always wished for a challenge menu where you just get.
I don't get it, because they have the capability. Modders can do it in seconds, but it's just they want to keep it, I guess, zombie related. Challenges became a huge thing. I don't know if were they that big in Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
like
so-
the pinnacle of challenges.
Yeah, the challenge parts. Oh man,
Yeah, and you
Well,
uploaded
I don't know
like
why
3
they
or 4 episodes.
it's so bad.
I do daily
Yeah.
content, but it's really just like one video split up
1
into
hour
5.
of recording is a week's worth of videos. Yeah.
That's
And I'm just over
classic.
there uploading glitches because that's what I did at the time while you guys were doing their
Dude,
things.
I've never heard of a good glitching community. You know what I mean? Like the GTA
Yeah.
glitching
Well,
community.
That's why I got at it. Like that's why I jumped communities. But like this one, I loved. Like I and Black. I always loved zombies, so I was like, you know what? Black Ops 3 is coming. I'm gonna start making some good Black Ops 3 content. Finally did. Started streaming around Horizon Track. Had like a solid 6 viewers. Shout out to you guys. And it was for a while, but like I loved it. I loved interaction. I loved the entertainment, like to entertain people. And then good things happened. I died 60 times on transit while streaming with Adam. It was a grand time.
Wow.
It's
Nice.
that no one will let me live down that stream.
62 times actually.
Oh my bad.
How?
I literally never played keyboard and mouse before. And we did, what do we do? Black Ops 3 round 30 all maps? Like
Black Ops
prior
2
to
round
that?
30 element. Oh yeah, prior, yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then we did Black Ops 2, and I'm like, oh, you have PS3, I have Xbox 360. So we went on
Yeah.
PC, and my controller didn't work, so I was just running around, and it was horrible.
Yeah,
It was
that
the
was bad. We still made it
worst-
to round 32, but you had
Nice.
62
Worst 6
damage.
hours of our
Nice.
lives.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh man. It
I was
bad.
esports commentating everything. I was spectating the whole time.
That's a challenge series that kind of does well now. Is all this maps in one stream? You know, like all
Yeah.
World at War. Did you do that
Brutal.
today, Adam?
I tried. Like I wanted to do like round 20 or like round 25 on each map, but
Okay.
Notch I failed miserably.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think Shinonuma I just, and then no, and then Durais I got it. No, or Duri, sorry, I got it, but I didn't do Varrock. I didn't have
I was
time.
gonna say Varrock, man, is
Yeah,
that's tough. That's one of the hardest zombie maps, I would argue.
it's so
I
hard
love
going
seeing
back to World at
gameplay.
War, right?
Yeah.
World at War is so difficult now. It's insane how hard it is.
It's just because the engine is so buggy, basically.
Like you get
knifing.
stuck. Like I was playing on Notch, and like zombies would just stop, and that's how I died. Like they just completely stopped moving, and then I just got stuck on them. And I
Yeah, that's the
couldn't
thing.
do
They
anything.
don't swipe unless you stop.
Yeah,
you never
just
stop
jump
moving,
by
you
them.
can't
You
die.
could literally hop by them the entire time. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
don't
if
touch
you
me.
get
Like,
stuck on them, you're screwed.
Yeah.
like, have
Well-
you guys seen the gameplay of like someone in just a spawn room with a Colt and they're just jumping around, strafing around in like round
Yeah.
20?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I can't do that.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous.
honestly, I love like Knocked just going for a high round.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
actually nice
tough.
to play
But
that.
the thing for me is I tend to get bored when I'm playing zombies and I'll stop paying attention and I'll just have a stupid down or like I'll
Yeah.
try to do something fun and I end up dying.
I just can't go to higher rounds.
But with Knock,
Because-
man, you can't do that. You have to be
Yeah.
zoned in and that's like
yeah, you have to be on top
best
of
I am.
everything.
well,
I'm
it's
the
not
same way
even
with
VO1
Nuketown.
then.
I'm the same way with Nuketown. Like I like to play Nuketown no jug. Like I'll just
Yeah.
go round 20 no jug. That's how I warm up in Black Ops 2.
Well, you got to do it anyway. Like, you're not gonna get jug until round 20.
Yeah,
even if you want
exactly,
it.
exactly.
I
I
never
don't know.
liked Nuketown, except when it could strafe on top of the lamppost. That was
I
it.
always liked Nuketown. I
Yeah,
thought
Nuketown's a
Nuketown's always been a
classic.
really good map, but the
I mean,
perks.
It was one of those maps I never got into. Die Rise was one I always played with my friends. Like
Oh.
I love Die Rise, and that's why I did. That was the only Easter egg I could do with them because I yelled at them.
I have pleasant memories of that map. I actually really enjoyed Die Rise, and my channel did really well off it.
Yeah.
But every time I go play Die Rise, I'm just like, this map sucks. It is so poorly designed.
it.
If you want to go to the box, you know, so a lot of the time you have to go all the way around the map.
Yeah.
I love the
stuff.
trample steams. You just
Yeah.
get flung across. Like that was a cool. I think that was a cool implementation.
I
It's
think,
like
I think you should
Let's
have been
go.
able to pick up the locker key. Or the locker key. I'm thinking extinction. the elevator key. It should just stay with you for the rest of the game, and you can call an elevator whenever you want.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
thing would have made that map better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things like that.
But it was after transit, so
That's why. It was
Yeah,
just
that's
so much
why.
better than transit.
yeah. You're
But
like,
even
oh my
transit
gosh,
at the
good map.
time was awesome.
Yeah, dude, oh my god.
I remember people
Content.
ranting and raving about it. About it. It was like I liked it when it first came out. I was like, this is pretty cool. And then I watched videos about it.
Farm was good.
Town was my number one. Came home from school. Try to go beat my high round every time. Just one game though, because I didn't want to get tired of it. So I do only one game, and I just train, die. And I'm like, all right, round 40, got to beat it tomorrow. And I like those maps. It was simple, a little bit of an obstacle with the fire, but it was pretty cool. And Black Ops 2 is definitely a good era, but Black Ops 1, you had no ammo. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, Black Ops 1 I just don't like anymore.
They did not like what?
Black Ops 1 is bad, man. Like you play Black Ops 2, you go from 3 to 2. It's a little different. Black Ops 2's got some quirks, like the 2-hit system can be annoying.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're still playing a familiar zombies game.
Yeah.
Then you go to Black Ops 1, and you feel like you're in the dinosaur age of zombies. You're like,
it's just so boring.
What is this shit? Yeah,
it's so boring.
It's dull.
This wall weapon has 120 ammo. Like, I can't use that.
But you could even see it with the ported weapons and Black Ops 1 weapons and Black Ops 3. It just doesn't fit. Like, I remember trying to do Easter eggs, and I'm like, I'm out of ammo, and I killed 5 zombies.
Yeah,
what the heck's going on here? Like, it was. I was like, I'm done with Black Ops 1. I'm sorry, but I mean, it was cool going from Black Ops 3 all the way up to DLC 4, and then that one game you go back to Black Ops 2, and it's like a whole new world because you get hit once, and you're like normally because you're still stuck in the Black Ops 3 stage, you get hit once, and you're like, oh, I could get hit about like 2 more times. You get smacked again, you're instantly down. It was a 2-hit. I love that, but
some maps I like the 2-hit, some I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
but like you need a shield. You feel like.
Yeah, I like Origins 2-hit because I feel like it makes the map very tough. Like 3 hits on Origins, I think it would be
and your
a very different experience. Yeah, you gotta,
like that. That's what makes it acceptable. Like I don't like mob 2-hit. I get
Yeah,
Mob's
I agree.
Tough.
I get nervous.
Well, you have unlimited, I guess, revives almost.
That's
in
true.
Solo, so
that is true. You have 3 around. The problem with mob is when you end up downing a couple more times because
you will.
The way dude, I don't know how they messed up Afterlife mode so bad. It's perfect in Shadows of Evil when you go into beast mode, but for some reason in Mob of the Dead, you down in Solo, and they just kind of congregate around you. You try to zap them away, they just come back, and
it's so dumb.
Yeah, there's been many times. Yeah, there's been many times where I down once and I said, guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back up because I'm just surrounded. If you're down in the wrong place at the wrong time, you're screwed, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's weird, though, because if you think about the Jimmy Z maps in Black Ops 2 versus like Origins and Mob of the Dead, you can see where Jason Blundell was going with Origins and Mob of the Dead into Black Ops 3. Because every other zombies map in Black Ops 2 didn't have a mid-tier boss, as Blundell's called them before, like the Panzer or Brutus, where this guy spawns in randomly and he just completely changes the gameplay. You're not just training zombies anymore. You got to deal with this like immediate threat. Not so much Brutus, but obviously Panzer is like, Panzer. You're not just gonna like let the Panzer chill. It's a big deal, right? But with every other Zelensky map prior, it was all besides George, and I guess the astronaut, but they weren't even mid-tier bosses. They were more like a concurrent
obstacle.
thing they never went away, and they weren't random. They were consistent.
They were like, but that's what I liked about Black Ops 2 because it wasn't so you knew what was coming. Like it was boss, no boss, boss, kind of boss, and then like in Black Ops 3,
like Brutus would spawn in randomly. Like even if you have a zombie left, he'd just spawn in. Like it was so random.
I kind of like that though. He keeps you on your toes. You never know when he's coming, but he's coming.
You're carrying the box, and all of a sudden Brutus spawns. And you're like, wait a second, that's not supposed to happen.
I'm glad the Panzer wasn't like that because Brutus is easy to kill, but the Panzer, man.
Yeah.
If you're not prepared, dude, the Panzer in Black Ops 2 is actually, he's tricky, right? Because you think you got him, and you don't give him that respect. and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna face him. You're shooting down with that MP40 on round 8.
Yeah,
and all you have is Jug. He hooks
Yeah.
you. You gotta reload. Like,
You're
he'll
done.
get you, man. If you're not paying attention, he will get you. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that, the Origins one. Like, Black Ops 3 was cool, the Panzers, but you just knew when he was going down because the face mask comes off, the power core, and all. Like, and it was just like, oh, we got him pinched. But the claw was my favorite feature
That's
of
cool.
the Panzer.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, imagine it in Black Ops 3, like just a claw.
That would have been,
I mean,
scary under Eisendrach.
I
feel like
think
it would have
worked
been.
on DE.
Yeah,
the
because
bows wouldn't have made it work, but
also just because it's not a very open map, whereas Origins is so open.
and there's
the
a lot of
claw worked.
elevation. You're right.
Yeah, Origins is just long areas of just nothing, right? Just straight.
Yeah.
No corners, nothing like that. It'd be glitchy.
And then the slow mud, like you had a panic. You had slow mud, a Panzer chasing you with his flamethrower, making you a burnt chicken nugget, and then you got a Panzer claw. It was fun, but then just like Black Ops 3, you just gotta sprint away as fast as you can, and like on Revelations, you jump islands. It's like you want to get away from it, you just keep jumping islands, and that's about it. And
yeah, it wouldn't work in Black Ops 3. A lot of
it was. But it wasn't like they weren't challenges if you think about it. The bosses, the Marg was kind of.
Well, Shadows of Evil Margwa early around, it's an issue.
Yeah, because it's like you can't kill him so quickly. You have to take your time.
And then in higher rounds too.
I think honestly the Margwa is probably the best of those mid-tier bosses. It's the most disruptive. So. Panzer is, but if you pull up. The thing with the Panzer is all you got to do is just have a haymaker or something like a shotgun. You can unload ammo into him. But with the thing with the Margwa is how it actually takes some time to kill.
Yeah, because you got to wait for the animation after shooting his head. And then again,
and they made it a little bit easier. It used to be only one would open at a time.
Yeah, that was a load of fun.
Dude, when I got to go play to Eisendrach early, it wasn't like a gameplay thing, but we just a couple guys. We donated money to their endowment fund, so we got invited out to go. And they didn't realize we were all zombies YouTubers. They just thought it was 6 random people. Yeah. So we're going in here and we're playing some multiplayer maps and we're like, hey, can we just play zombies? Like we don't really no offense, but we just want to play zombies. And I think they must have picked up. I think Vondahar walked in or something and he's like he looks at us, he's like, YouTubers, right? And we're like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I figured you guys look like it or something. So anyways, They thought it was just gonna be some random ass zombie kids playing zombies, but we get into this game, man, and it was me and Lex together, and then the other 4 Rad Austin, Matt, Chucky, and Lonely Mailbox, and we're like, okay, go. We only had 15 minutes around, or something like that, or maybe 30 minutes a game or 20 minutes a game or something. And we were limited at how long we could play, but they gave us multiple games. So we're like, all right, let's figure as much out as we can and go here, this, that. Anyways, we managed to get to round 12 when the Panzer comes in. And they had obviously prepared as they didn't want to show us too much. The Panzer had infinite health.
Oh.
So me and Lex are trying to take this thing on, and we I think we had figured out the bow. And we hadn't gotten Pack-a-Punch. We hadn't gotten to the rocket pad, but we had the bow. And I was just unloading it on this guy. And I died, and Lex died. And I looked back because one of the developers, Peter Livingston, was there. And I'm like, what is this? No one's gonna be able to beat this. And he's like, well, maybe there's just a trick to it. So we go back in again, and I'm thinking, oh, we gotta shoot the core. Died again, and that was our last time to go. And I'm like, man, that no one's gonna be able to beat that. That is so overpowered. And maybe he just, I don't know, but it was ridiculous. We just, there was no chance. It was invincible Panzer on the map. It was funny. But it was hype when seeing that Panzer come into the map, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did you guys know about the Panzer, while we were all still guessing, the people that didn't go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
man.
I hate that.
There was rumors.
There was a trailer.
There was leaks.
Oh yeah, there was
tons of leaks before. I think a month or not a month, 2 or 3 weeks before they're saying the Panzer's coming back.
Right. Yeah.
I
so
just
anyways,
thought I thought it was funny. The YouTubers oh, is this what's coming? This could be the next boss, but they already know. In the video, they knew the whole time. It's gosh darn it, now we're stuck here.
Well, we were really lucky actually. We got to play it before the people that get to get early copy and gameplay and stuff, right? The early gameplay guys. We were before them. We were actually the first set of public to play Derize and Drac. So we knew I think we were a week early. So we knew that it's really cool knowing, and everyone's hinting at it, and you're just like,
I know what it is.
But
I remember like me and Adam when like Zetsubu came out, we were getting like we were waiting for I think we were just getting like leaks like everyone else, and we were like, oh, there's a guy that got it early and he's playing. Like it's like you guys knew what was going on, but like the people that didn't go to the early events, we were just trying to get like a head start on things. So we were like we knew there was buckets of water. That was a start.
Was it.
And there was a bucket of water with multiple colors, and that's about it. And we were pretty upset. But when it came out, it was pretty good. Like I like doing guides for Zetsubu because it was kind of confusing, but the doors, that was expensive as hell.
In general.
We didn't have shopping freeze back then either.
Oh my! They had that got introduced in what, DLC 3? Yeah. It was pretty interesting, but like they had to nerf the doors because it was like $12.50 for like the second door or something like that, and you would get to the power by around 10 or 11, and it was
tough
not
map.
fun.
Hardcore map.
But
it didn't work.
I like Zetsubu, to be honest. It was pretty good. Minus the tedious things to do the Easter egg. Like if you're gonna do the Easter egg over and over and just trying to get it done, it gets a little upsetting. Like it just gets like, oh, dude, I just want to get this over with. But it was a good map.
That was the one. Yeah. That was the one thing where there was everything kind of came down to luck on the bomb or the shell or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, things like that I didn't like. I just feel like they should have made it easier for people to play by themselves. I don't know how you really could have done it. Maybe make the skull easier to build so you only need to do one of those to get the skull. Mind you, that would be too easy. Maybe 2. Let's say 2. Because 4,
there were just so many steps,
run
right?
There and back and there and back. You got to build the KT4, and you got to do the upgrading the KT4. You got to kill the spider. You got to
I hated that
complete
step.
all your challenges.
The swimming under for rainbow water.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was just
every 3 rounds.
Yeah.
It should have just been you put it in and it's 1 round and done.
Yeah.
But, like it's swim down there. I feel lonely while I'm doing that. Like I go swim down there. I'm like, this is just not fun. And I put it on the plant, come back, water it 3 times. Like, come on. Yeah. But can't do anything now. It was still good though.
There's Black Ops 4.
That cinematic though was just.
Yeah,
pristine.
Man.
Yeah. Like,
that was a very sad.
I got chills in DE and Zetsubu. That's it. Like for cutscenes.
Yeah,
like I was so hyped. I was like,
not Rev.
Oh, Rev! I was out of my seat. I just wanted more.
Dude, honestly, I kind of wish that Shadows or Giant had more. Shadows made sense because it's like, haha, Richtofen coming through. Like that was like, if they were gonna do something short, that was the best way they could do it.
Yeah.
I kind of wish the Giant had an ending. Like if there was some sort of connection from the Giant to Derize and Drac.
There wasn't really anything.
You know, and I know it was kind of a last minute thing. And actually, Dalek was on last week, and he made a good point that people look at Derice, where the port to the Giant was just, they just ported it over. But it's a completely new map. They had to texture the entire thing. The only thing they didn't have to do is create a new map, right? They didn't have to do any ideas. They still had to do everything, all the textures and everything. So
yeah, absolutely.
It looked a lot better. Like,
oh man,
it was more enjoyable to
play.
Black
Ops 1 to Black Ops 2, or sorry, World at War to Black Ops 1 was nothing.
Yeah.
But you go
you could even tell, like, even the textures, they were just like, they were clunky. It was really weird.
Like the snow, just, oh my gosh, just.
Mind you, though, they feel like they've got their own feel. Derice has its very distinct feel that is way different from the Giant.
I think it's more factory-like.
Yeah.
Like when I remember staying up like 3 a.m. playing Derice, and I was loving it. I was like, this map's so sick, catwalk, let's go. And and I was so hyped. And like the 30-year-old guys I was playing with, they were like, yeah, man, we're gonna get around 60. hit around 60, and I was like, this is awesome. And it just like that map was, and also because think about it, you're branching off from no perks or not no perks, but no pack-a-punch, and so like everything was crazy.
Yeah, upgraded weapons and all that stuff. So
I feel that. I feel that. Well, guys, what do you think? I feel like I think we just like hit our moment there of, we just went silent and we hit our hour mark. So
Yeah.
4.5 hours of each other, or probably more like 5 because pre
oh
and
my
post and all that
gosh,
stuff.
too
And
much.
I have 3 hours of sleep, so I'm wondering how I'm somehow talking in slight English.
You
You're
just
gonna,
pass
like-
up once we end.
You're gonna hop on tomorrow and be like, "Wait, I said that."
Oh no!
Oh god, I wouldn't be surprised if I said anything weird.
You said a couple of things weird, dude.
All right, I'm sorry.
But yeah, man, I think I gotta go to bed. I'm
was like,
you're an
nice
hour
for you.
ahead of me.
tired. I know it's only like 8:30 where you are, Adam, but
Yeah.
for us,
Yeah,
us,
me and Pat gotta hit the hay.
yeah, man, it's almost coming up on 1 here. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, bro, started
Oh.
streaming at 7 my time, so it's
Holy crap! Yeah, 6 my time and 11 to 11. I took 1 shower break. And
Oh
I
my
couldn't do
God.
my hair, so I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah.
But, this is good.
yeah. All right, well,
Sorry
guys,
we're not Noah.
It's okay. Actually, Noah
He
got
said-
at me and he said, he's like, I'm sorry, dude. I had to pull out an all-nighter last night. But Avxry, you're the man that pulls all-nighters almost, and you make it.
He's
No,
still
I
here.
can't hate on Noah. Like, that guy's going to
Oh, yeah,
going to school
absolutely.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
So just bought a house, all that craziness.
Yeah. Exactly.
And good for him though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I saw he bought a house.
I say us 3 Canadians go on a trip to Mexico.
You're not Canadian though.
I was gonna say there's so
Dude.
much wrong with that. Like,
First of all, you're not
even
Canadian.
Everyone thinks it. Apparently, I'm Canadian, and apparently, this is a staircase.
whoa, what?
It's a ceiling. All right.
Oh, above you. I see that. It's like the curve. Yeah.
Yeah. and People are like, "Is he in a staircase?" I was reading chat. I was like, "Yeah, I'm in a very wide staircase." for
You're in Harry
Bigfoot."
Potter's closet.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah.
Where's my wand?
Where's my wand? Oh god.
Oh man. All right. Where can people find you guys? Who wants to go first?
YouTube.
Somewhere on YouTube. Just
Somewhere's on YouTube. Just search Adam.
yeah. I'm sure
Or
I've seen
Adam.
ads will come up, so too bad.
Yeah.
or
Damn.
Gav.
Don't search Avxry though, because it doesn't come up if you search Avxry.
Yeah.
I'm irrelevant. Like
Yeah.
no matter what I do, I'm irrelevant.
Yeah, you
You gotta
can't
search
find Avery's channel. You gotta put the
AV
X in there.
Avxry. It's like
Yeah,
that's
AVXRY.
like Chucky. If you search Chucky, it just comes up the doll.
Yeah, like I can't even do my real name because then a female singer comes up, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just lost in channel names.
So your real
Yeah,
name's not
you
Avxry.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his reason that's
Ah,
unfortunate. His real name's
jeez, now you're
Avery.
insulting me on a podcast.
No, I
Ah.
thought you were alluding to like I can't do this other name either. I was like, wait, your name's not Avxry, but that's your
Oh
channel.
no.
It's like, man, that's. I mean, all right, but that's kind of.
It's like I don't think I'm gonna be talking to this guy anymore.
Or maybe your channel name, or maybe your real name isn't Avxry, but you just want people to think it is because it's your channel name.
I think I gotta go now. Wait, and hold on. Someone also did ask in the chat if I was standing. I'm on a chair, by the way. Yeah, let's-
It looks
It
like
wasn't
he's
just me.
standing.
I asked that.
Is my posture just that great?
I just
Yeah.
put
Like-
a mic.
Yes, and the mic. But yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
Also, with your camera angle, you look like almost as tall as your door.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Check this
I'm
out.
not awkward. I'm gonna do commentary standing.
Oh, you guys can't see me right now, but
I hear
Well,
vibrating.
I can see you in 30 seconds.
yeah, you can watch.
Wait,
what
what's
just
30
happens.
seconds?
So right
What
now
are
my
you
desk
doing?
is raising. To anyone that's listening to like iTunes or something.
Oh yeah, you can raise you know those desks
I got
that.
a
Oh,
standing,
you are-
a stand desk.
Ah,
I
that's
just went up.
cool.
Ah, you gotta get me one of those so it doesn't look like I'm always standing.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
So you can actually be standing.
But maybe if you got it, it would look like you're just on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stilts. Oh my god,
I don't even know what it would look like.
Yeah, see that?
Get back
Dude,
here.
I gotta be like you, Avxry, man. I gotta get my posture good. Here, let me.
Hey,
fix my
it's
desk a
some
little
good
bit.
stuff. I mean,
Like, if
Adam's scrawny.
I can't stand. It
If
wouldn't work for me.
If I sit like this, man, like with really good posture, now I gotta lower my desk. But
I can't wait. How come I can't see Pat?
I don't know. Wait, on Skype?
Yeah.
You gotta go, because you have to look at
I'm
screen.
feeding my.
Oh,
I'm feeding my
okay.
webcam to
Okay.
OBS,
Yeah, I see you now.
Yeah.
We're delayed. All right, we got it.
But like, I feel like my posture is just not good at all. I need to get one of those things where you don't have a back, so I can't lean and I'm just good posture all the time.
I have like
leaning back,
desk
yeah.
chair. Like it's literally like I have. Let me throw the pig away. I have this big thing, my new DX Racer Office Studios 2017, and I don't know if you can see it, but like I can't sit in that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I slouch. I'm crisscross.
Dude, mine's got like a full back and everything, and I just like, but I watched myself after my stream, and I'm like so hunched over, and I just
I just always
terrible, and I'm like, man,
you could see in your streams, like in the beginning you'll be upright, and then you just slowly
go
like,
down. You're like,
it's
guys,
like
I'm
the
down
evolution
here.
of man's going backwards. It's like,
dude, buried must have been bad.
Oh
I
my
can
god,
tell you that
3
right
hours
now.
of that, man.
Yeah, not good on that.
That was tough.
All right, Thunderlord.
Easy.
Yeah, Thunderlord says end the podcast and go to bed. I feel you, Thunderlord. So I think we're gonna let's end this sucker. And yeah, guys. So I'll just say again, thank you so much. You guys have literally made my day on YouTube.
Oh, I'm glad.
We try.
Nothing on
I know it was
nothing I do.
Not Adam.
It was Adam's awesome skills at the sharpshooter. So.
Oh, there we go.
Are you kidding me?
Avery, get out of here, man.
I got 2 locations, Pat.
You down like 12 times. Just stop.
All right,
dude. I was just saying. I was flawless till 17. I'm like, man, I'm actually playing good
Pat
today.
did die more than me.
And then
though.
I ended up
gonna
with
lie.
7 or 8
The
downs.
Pack-a-Punch got you.
Dude, yeah, you guys abandoned me in the Pack-a-Punch.
We left him so many times.
Dude, this is such a classic zombies like bickering thing with friends you would do. You know.
You had to watch the first stream.
But you gotta go back.
Nothing on my channel would have happened if it wasn't for you guys, for real. So thanks. All right. And David. Actually, David really. The only reason, like, David asked me, he's like, "Hey, want to do Buried?" I'm like, "All right, but I'm gonna stream it." And then he's like, "Let's get 2 people." And you guys were the first 2 I asked. So.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm sorry, Avery. I did ask Lex.
I know. I was gonna say yesterday. Didn't you say yes, Lex? Yeah. What, Adam? What? Say something.
When David couldn't make it, and I said, "Do you want me to get somebody else?" I was gonna ask Avery. So.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was, dude. I even told Pat.
You know,
I can get else,
what we need to do? The death run.
I asked Matt too. The death run. I'm down. I'm down. For
me and Adam did that, and then you guys did that, and I was like, that mod's just fun, but Adam rage quits too much.
Adam, what?
You rage quit.
Dude, there was a point where me and Adam did it, and honestly, like, I was actually low-key salty. Like, I was mad. I was like, no. I was like, why did he do that? Like, this isn't even fun anymore.
I took his guns away multiple times, and he just left. He was like, I'm out. I'm not playing. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you actually get into it, and you just get like a rage on if it doesn't go your way.
Like, us 4 got to do that with David, 4 players. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sneaky, though.
That would be stupid. Like, that'd be insanely fun, though.
That'd be very stupid. All right. Let's wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. It's time to go to bed. No video tomorrow because I'm a scrub and I don't got that. 2 videos on the weekend. So, yeah. Bye.
Bye. Adam, what is that, West Side?